Hey everyone, it's Sue here, and I wanted to show you the different pages and tags and that kind of thing that I worked on this week. Some of them I like more than others, but I guess that's the way it is, right? They all can't be fabulous. The first three that I'm going to show you, I made other videos for, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them. But here is the tag for the video that I just posted. I did go ahead and add this crinkled seam binding to the top of it. So you can certainly go check out the other video to see how I made that. This I did make a video on. I have to edit it yet, so it's not posted. But if you want to see how I did all this awesome, fun stuff, just be on the lookout for that video as well. This one I posted a video on. This was a lot of fun. I used homemade washi tape that Fran made, so it was a lot of fun. I totally enjoyed that. So you can go check out that video. Okay, this, I think I'll go here next. This is probably not my favorite, but what I did here was on the base of this page, I started with, like envelopes and that type of thing from swaps, which I love doing, and I collaged it all on there. And then I took a Dylusions stencil with Dina Wakley paint, and I stenciled the blue dots all over the page. And I really liked the way that looked. And then my scrapbooking kind of kicked in. I don't know why. Well, first let me mention that this card right here is actually an iCAD that I created this summer. So I decided to pull them out and to start using them. I have used them, but I figure why have them sit there, and let me start putting them on my pages. So it all began with this card. And then I'm like, oh, well, there's the pretty blue here, so I pulled out some blue paper. And then I'm like, oh, well, I need a different color. I'll pull out some yellow. So I pulled out this envelope here. And I also had, this is a coffee filter that had some blue paint on it. So I just basically cut it in half and I placed it underneath. So this is kind of like layering that I would do like on a scrapbook page. I mean, I like this page. It's not super duper, I don't know, art journalish. But so then I did take some of this acrylic paint, and I did do some doodling. I even did this doodling over here with this liquid pearls. And this washi tape. So I have a couple pieces of washi down here and one up here. And it was actually from a long time ago, from probably the first ever Crazy Island family swap. And forgive me, was it Stacy? Oh, I forget who sent all of this, but I'm almost down to nothing now, so I've used a lot of that washi. And I did a little bit more doodling with that blue paint and some more with the yellow. I actually pulled in some of this liquid pearls as well, and just kind of went over the leaves and the stem right there. And I wrote love. So you know what, I guess I do kind of like it. It's just not my normal page, but I like it. I like it. So that I did as well. This page I love. I did not do a video on this page, but look at, oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. So I started with my collaging, and I just pulled out, a bunch of bits and pieces, and I collaged on it's just a piece of mixed media paper. And I took my Distress Stain in Antiqued Bronze So on top of the collage, I put, you can see where I put the stain. So I dried that off really good. I even have some tags on here. I actually have 3 little tags on here. So that's what the little circles are all about. But I just adhered them on. And I put a nice coat of gesso over the top. Then I did the bronze stain. I took my bronze, the same antiqued bronze stain, but in the spray, and I splattered it on top. In fact, I splattered it twice. I splattered it once, and I came back at the end and splattered it again. I also put some of the cheesecloth on this page. I'm loving that stuff. It's a lot of fun to work with. And all I did was I just glued it down on the edges. So that is all over the page. And then I took this mica from Stampendous. And you can see right here, I took some, what, I forget, I probably used, I think I used, let's see if I can grab it real quick here. I think I used this soft matte gel, and I mixed it with that mica, and I just spread it over in certain spots. So that's looking really, really, really pretty. And then I took these crowns that I got from Michaels from their $1.50 bin, and I placed them on top. Oh yeah, and I also stamped. So I took my brown Hero Arts ink, and let's see if I can grab, and this stamp. And I just went around and I stamped on the page. So, and then, you know, once it was all done, I splattered again. Oh, and I took some of this, which is the Bo Bunny glitter paste. And I just very gently, just a real little bit, I put it a little bit on the crowns, just to give them some bling, right? Some shine. I don't know if it's picking up on the video or not, but I'm just in love with this page. So that's that one. Oh, and I also did some stenciling with the modeling paste, and I used this stencil that I got, you know, for free from Housewares on Etsy. That's HOWSEWEARS, Housewares, on Etsy. And I placed an order from her on some stencils, and she sent this along for free as a little gift, and I've already used it. So I enjoyed that as well. So this page has a lot going on, and it's heavy. It is literally heavy, but I just love it. So that was a lot of fun to put together. And the last 2 pieces that I worked on. Now this is a canvas, so this is thick. It's I did so many different things on this, I don't even know where to begin. And at one point I really hated it, but now I really like it. So don't give up. Keep going, you know, when you're working on something. But the canvas, of course, was white. And I just took a lot of my inks and put a lot of ink on it. And it was very, very, very dark. And I don't normally work with a lot of dark colors. So to me, it was like just dark. So I ended up putting, just to get some texture on there, this drywall tape. And I put that over the top of it. And I also put a little bit of tissue that you can see right here. So on top of the tissue, I took some of the, oh my gosh, this stuff, the cheesecloth, and I placed it down. I knew I wanted to use this tag. This tag is from Carol, from Crazy Island Family. I got it in a swap with her a while back, and I've had it in my stash to use. And so I knew I wanted to use it on this card, or on this canvas. So I put the cheesecloth down, and then I took my FW Pearlescent liquid acrylic, and I put it around the back, right? I knew where I was going to place the tag, so I put the pink acrylic iridescent behind it. And so then I placed the card on there. And this flower right here is actually a flower that I had made. And I just have a little stash of them here. If you want to see how to make these flowers, Shannon Green has a wonderful video on how to do that. And I love doing them. I find it very relaxing. Then these little flowers right here are just from Michaels. I've had them for probably a few years, and I'm trying to use them up. And then I took my pearl pen in ice white, and I went around this flower that I made, and this was a jelly plated print. And so I put the ice white around that, as well as on this tag from Carol. And then I also put a little flower down here. So it turned out great. I love it. I didn't like it at one point, but I love it now. Love it. So that's another little piece that I made. And then the last one is this, and this is in my regular Michaels little book. And gosh, I wish I could get some more of these. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite book to work in. And so this was a lot of fun. Again, I had bits and pieces from swaps that I've been in. And oh my gosh, where do I begin? This piece is from Michaels. These are from Cosmo Cricket. It says, color outside the lines, follow your heart. I had all these awesome little gems from a swap, and I put them on here. I mixed them with a gel medium and put them on here. I also have this yellow paint is from Dina Wakley. It is called Lemon. And I just took a piece of a makeup sponge, and so how I got that like a little bit swirly design was just from doing this on top of it. That's all. And I have some mica on here. Oh, and what I did too, now I don't know if you can see, but you see all these little dots, all the little dots, and they are shiny, but I don't know if it's coming through on the video, and they're all over the place. See how they're on like everything that would be wet at some point? Well, what I did was I have this particular embossing enamel, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to throw it on where it's wet, and it's going to stick. And I was just going to use it just like that, almost like as another like small mica or something like that. And then I'm looking at it on here, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get the heat tool and hit it with the heat tool and have it all melt. And so that's why it's just like all over the page, very sporadically. I just love it. I did a little bit with the liquid pearls again on here. You can see here. I have some doodling. I have some washi. So this was a lot of fun as well. I really enjoyed making this page too. So that's it, everybody. That's what I worked on this week. Let me know what you think. Bye-bye.